What's up, everyone, and welcome back. I am your host, AR Comics, and today I'm going to be going over all the latest releases for New Comic Book Day, May 26, 2021. I'm going to be going over all the new releases, variant covers, first appearances, and any sort of important info to help you decide which issues you're going to be picking up this week. But before I get started on that, if you are new to the channel, I drop weekly comic book content that will keep you up to date on all the latest releases. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified every time I drop new content. You won't regret it. And now, without further ado, let's get started on this week's new comics. So I hope you all had a fantastic New Comic Book Day last week and you enjoyed all of your books. If you haven't already seen my top 10 list from last week's New Comic Book Day, I'm going to be linking it down low in the description, so make sure you check that one out. Now, as far as this week goes, I know I talk about it all the time, but we've got a massive week of big name titles coming out, and I can't wait for it. So to get this list started off, we're going to be going over AWA Upshot first, and they've got two different issues coming out. The first one is Chariot, issue number 3, and this one only has a cover A. Now, the final one that they're coming out with is Casual Fling, issue number 4, and this is the series finale. I cannot wait to see how they wrap this one up. I am loving this series so far. But same thing, this one only has a cover A. But those are the only two issues coming out from AWA Upshot, so moving on to Aftershock, they've got 4 different issues. The first one is Nuclear Family, issue number 4, and this one only has a cover A. I've heard so many good things about this series. Whenever it wraps up, I'm definitely going to get the trade paperback for it. But next up, we've got I Breathe the Body, issue number 5, and this is cover A, the main cover for it. Moving on, we've got Shadow Doctor, issue number 4, and same thing, this one only has a cover A. And the final one coming out from Aftershock this week is The Girls of Dimension 13, issue number 2, and same thing as the other ones, this one only has a cover A. Next up on my list, I'm going to be going over Antarctic Press, and they've got a few different issues. The first one is Horror Comics, issue number 6, and this is cover A, the main cover for it. Moving on, we've got a new series coming out, it's Patriotica United, issue number 1. This is cover A, the main cover. Followed up with that, we've got a cover B, Justine Franny variant, and now finally, a cover C, blank sketch variant. Moving on to the next series, we've got Death by Life, issue number 4, and this one only has a cover A. Next up, we've got Gold Digger, issue number 286, and same thing, this one only has a cover A as well. Next up, we've got OBE, issue number 2, and that stands for Out of Body Experience. This is cover A, the main cover for it. And the final one coming out from Antarctic Press this week is Exciting Comics, issue number 12, and same thing as the rest, it only has a cover A. Next up on my list, I'm going to be going over Vault, and they've got 4 different issues. The first one is Money Shot 11. This is a brand new arc. If you guys are reading this series, make sure you check this one out. This is cover A, the main cover. Moving on, we've got a cover B, Bartel variant. The next series I'm going to be going over is a brand new one. We've got The Blue Flame, issue number 1, and this one has 9 different covers, including the main cover A, so as always, I'm just going to be going over some of the ones I really like. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a cover C, Daniel variant, and now finally a Sheldon Buckert variant. Next up on my list, we've got Witchblood, issue number 3. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a cover B, Sturl variant, and now finally a cover C, Yoshitani variant. Moving on to the final one coming out from Vault this week is Shadow Service, issue number 8, and this is cover A, the main cover. And now moving on, we've got a cover B, Isaac's variant. Next up on my list, we've got Xenoscope, and they've got 4 different issues coming out as well. The first one is Grim Fairy Tales, issue number 49. This is cover A, the main cover. We've got a cover B, Igor Vitorino variant. Next up, a cover C, Dipsiscal variant. And now finally, a cover D, Reyes variant. Moving on, we've got Man Goat and the Bunny Man, issue number 2, and I've heard so many good things about that first issue. I didn't see it in my LCS, so I didn't pick it up, but if you are reading that one, let me know what you thought about that first issue. But this is cover A, the main cover, and moving on, we've got a Riviero variant. Next up, we've got a brand new annual. It's Neverland Annual, issue number 1, and this is cover A, the main. Now we have a cover B, Edgar Salazar variant. And now finally, a cover C, Sun Kamunaki variant. The final one coming out from Xenoscope this week is Bell, Sirens issue number 1, so this is a new series coming out from them. This is cover A, the main. We also have a cover B, Vitorino variant, and now finally a cover C, Crystallar variant. Those are the only issues coming out from Xenoscope, so moving on to heavy metal, they've got 2 different issues coming out. The first one is Cold Dead War, issue number 3, and this one only has a cover A. And the final one that they're coming out with is The Modern Frankenstein, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover. Now we also have a 1 in 10 incentive variant. Next up on my list, we've got Archie Comics, and they've got one issue coming out. It's World of Betty and Veronica, Jumbo Comics Digest, issue number 5, and this is a new story from them, and this one only has a cover A. Next up, I'm going to be going over Black Mass Studios, and they've got 2 different issues. The first one is Alice in Leatherland, issue number 2. This one only has a cover A. And then the final one that they're coming out with is Destiny in New York, issue number 3, and same thing, this one only has a cover A. And now moving on to the next publisher, we've got Scout Comics, and they've got 4 different issues. The first one is By the Horns, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover for it, and then after that, we've got a 1 in 10 incentive variant. Next up on my list, we've got a new series coming out. It's Cherry Blackbird, issue number 1, and this one only has a cover A. Next up, we've got Sam and His Talking Gun, issue number 3, and I still got the first 2 issues in my cart on scoutcomics.com. Let me know what you're thinking about this series. I was waiting for a couple more issues to come out, or just a few more people to say, yeah, it's definitely that good. But this is cover A, the main cover for it. And now the final one that Scout Comics is coming out with this week is Midnight Sky, issue number 8. This is cover A, the main, and then moving on, we've got a cover B, Van Domelen Logan's Run Hom variant. That is a mouthful. Moving on to the next one, we've got Mad Cave Studios, and they've got 1 issue coming out. It's They Fell From the Sky, issue number 4, and this is cover A, the main cover for it. Moving on to the next publisher, we've got Ablaze, and they've got 1 issue coming out as well. It's Gung Ho Anger, issue number 1, so this is a new series from them. This one has 10 different covers, including the main cover A. So we've got cover A, this is the main cover right here. Next up, we've got a cover D Van Command variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 Clark Virgin incentive variant. Next up, I've got Absolute Comics Group to go over, and they've got 1 issue. It's Dual Identity, issue number 3. So this is cover A, the main cover for it. We've got a cover B, Benny Powell holofoil variant, and now finally a cover C Genzamin lenticular variant. The next one I'm going to be going over is American Mythology Productions, and they've got 3 different issues coming out. The first one is Zorro New World, issue number 1, and this is a new series coming out from them. We've got a cover A, this is the main cover, and next up we've got a cover B photo variant. Moving on to the next series, we've got The Moon Maid, The Three Keys, issue number 3. This is cover A, the main cover. Now we also have cover B pulp art variant. Now moving on to the next series, and this is another new series coming out. We've got Trogs, issue number 1. This is cover A, the main cover for it, and followed up with that, we've got a cover B Bonk variant. Moving on to Source Point Press, they've got quite a few issues coming out this week. The first one is Cult of Dracula, issue number 3. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a cover B Mare variant, a Santa Fung variant A and B set, and now finally a J. Ferguson variant A and B set. Moving on to the next series, we've got Damned Cursed Children, issue number 5. This one only has a cover A, and I read the first 4 issues together. I think that's the best way to read it, and it's also in black and white, so if you're not a fan of that, stay away. But honestly, I think those first 4 issues are awesome. I'm really looking forward to this 5th one. Moving on to the next one, we've got 20 Fists, issue number 2, and this one only has a cover A as well. And then next up, we've got J. Warner Presents Classic Pulp Ghosts, issue number 1, and this one just has classic tales from 4 different stories, but it's a must-have for horror fans, and this one only has a cover A. Next up, I'm going to be going over Defender of Mexico, issue number 1, so this is a new mini-series they're coming out with, and this one only has a cover A as well. Next up on my list, we've got The Era of Great Wonders, issue number 6, and for those of you reading this, this is the end of the series, so you do not want to miss out on this one, but this is cover A, the main cover for it. Moving on, we've got another new series coming out this week. It's Yuki and Panda, issue number 1, and this one only has a cover A. Moving on to the final one that Scout's coming out with is Monstrous Heartbreak, Blood and Loss, issue number 1, so we've got another new mini-series on the way, and this one only has a cover A as well. But those are all the issues coming out from Source Point Press this week, so moving on to Aardvark Vanheim, they've got 1 issue. It's Baby Yoda Cerebus, issue number 1, so this is just a new one from them. I don't think it's going to be an ongoing, but this is cover A, the main cover for it. Next up on my list, we've got Valiant, and they've got 1 issue. It's Shadow Man, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a cover B, Wingard variant. A cover C, Frank Cavilla variant. This one's not available yet, but we do have a cover E, Black and White Davis Hunt variant. And now finally, we have a 1 in 100 Nakayama incentive variant. Next up, moving on to Coffin Comics, they've got 1 issue coming out. It's Lady Death, Malevolent Decimation, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover for it. Now, this one does have 4 other variants as well, but they are on the mature side, so I'm not going to be showing them on the screen right now. Just check online if you're interested in seeing what they look like. Moving on to Storm King Comics, they also have 1 issue coming out. It's John Carpenter's Tales of Science Fiction Hell, issue number 2, and this is cover A, the main cover for it. Next up on my list, we've got It's Alive, Breathers, issue number 6. This is cover A, the main cover. And now finally, a cover B variant. Moving on, the Boundless Comics, they've got one issue coming out. It's Jungle Fantasy, Fauna issue number 1, so this is a new series. This is cover A, the main cover. This one does have 2 other variants, but they're nude variants, so obviously, just like the last one, I'm not going to be putting them up on the screen. And next up, moving on to Keen Spot, they've got one issue coming out. It's Ninjas and Robots, issue number 7. This is cover A, the main cover for it. We have a cover B, Campana variant, a cover C, Matt Young variant, and now finally, a 1 in 5 incentive variant. Next on my list, I'm going to be going over Red 5, and they've got one issue. It's White Lily, issue number 4, and this one only has a cover A. So moving on to SBI Press, they also only have one issue coming out, but it is a new series. So we've got Henchman, issue number 1. This is cover A, the main cover, and followed up with that, we've got a cover B, Villa Lobos variant. Moving on, we've got 2 other issues to go over. It didn't have any publishers listed with them, but I still am going to report on it. We've got Artemis issue number 4, and this does have a $20 price tag, and it also only has a cover A. And the final one I'm going to be going over is Minerva's Map, The Key to a Perfect Apocalypse, issue number 4, and this is the series finale if you read the first 3 issues, and same thing as Artemis, this one only has a cover A. But those are all the issues coming out from some of the smaller publishers. I'm definitely going to be getting Casual Fling, issue number 4, Chariot, issue number 3, and then finally Damned Cursed Children, issue number 5. So next up, let's talk about Image Comics and Boom Studios. Alright, so before I get started off on Image and Boom this week, I know I talk about it all the time, but this is it, indie lovers. This is finally our week. We have a huge week of all big name titles coming out, and I cannot wait to read them. So getting started off on this list, we've got Monstrous, issue number 34. This is cover A, the main cover for it, and now moving on, this is going to be a huge issue to me. We've got the Department of Truth, issue number 9. This one has 36 different covers, including the main cover A, and honestly, they are all pretty awesome. I'm only going to be going over some of the ones I really like, but definitely check these out online because they are so cool. First up, we've got cover A. This is the main cover. Now we also have a Sad Lemon exclusive Besh variant A and B set. I love that exclusive set so much. I tried getting one online, but I am absolutely not paying those eBay prices. Moving on, we've got Toss Comics exclusive Hutchinson variant, and same thing. That one is just incredible to me. But moving on to Spawn 318, and you Spawn fans, you definitely need to check this one out. It says that the storyline spills into Spawn's universe, issue number 1, the new series that's going to be coming out soon. And it says that this is where new readers need to jump on board as well in the description. So seriously, if you are ever interested in Spawn or you're a Spawn fan, this is a must-have issue. This is cover A, the main cover for it. We also have a cover B, McFarlane variant, a cover C, Barron's variant, and now finally a cover D, McFarlane black and white variant. Moving on to the next series, we've got Ascender, issue number 15. It is back, and we've got a brand new arc, but it does only have a cover A. I haven't read this series. I'm not up to date on Descender either. Let me know what you think about both of these down low. So moving on to the next one, we've got Haha, issue number 5. This one has 10 different covers, including the main cover A. So this is the main cover A on the screen right now. We also have an Ivan Tao variant A and B set. And now finally, a Comics Elite exclusive Zhang variant. Moving on to the next series, I'm really looking forward to this one too. We've got Shadecraft, issue number 3. This is cover A, the main cover. Now we also have a cover B, Chang variant. Next up on my list, we've got Manifest Destiny, issue number 43. I know a lot of people were really looking forward to this one. Sadly, I'm not caught up on this one either, but this is a brand new story arc. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a cover B variant, but that one's not available yet. Next up on my list, we've got the Old Guard, Tales Through Time, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main for it. We also have a cover B, Delandro variant. And now finally, cover C, Fernandez variant. Next up, I'm really looking forward to this one too. We've got Philadelphia issue number 13, and it is kicking it off with a brand new arc. This series has seriously grown on me, so thank you everyone that told me to hop back on it. The artwork has grown on me, and the story is just going deeper and deeper with it. Definitely check it out if you can. This probably isn't going to be a good jumping on point, so you need to get the older trade paperbacks. But we've got a cover A. This is the main cover. Next up, we've got a cover B, Mac variant. Moving on, we've got Two Moons, issue number 4, and sadly I did give up on this series. I ended up selling the first 2 issues off, but this is cover A, the main cover, and then moving on, we've got a cover B, Ruggieri variant. Moving on, this is going to be a big issue for a lot of people, not particularly me, but we've got Bitter Root, issue number 13. I did read that first issue. I really enjoyed it, so I'm kind of waiting for a hardcover to come out for this series. This is cover A, the main cover for it. Now we also do have a cover B variant. So moving on, the next one I'm going to be going over is The Goddamn, The Virgin Brides, issue number 5. 5, and this is the series finale if you're reading this one, so you do not want to miss out on this issue, but this is cover A, the main cover for it. Moving on, we've got a brand new mini-series coming out. I might be picking this one up. It's definitely going to be a bigger week for me, so we'll see how it goes. But we've got Made in Korea, issue number 1, and this is cover A, the main cover for it. Next up on my list, we've got Helm Grey Castle, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a cover B, Sejic variant. And now moving on to the final one from Image this week, we've got Summoner's War Legacy, issue number 2. And if you weren't aware of it, this is based on the mobile game, so if you're a fan of the mobile game, definitely check this one out. But same thing, this one only has a cover A. Those are all the issues coming out from Image this week. I told you it's going to be a huge week, but I'm getting the Department of Truth, issue number 9, Haha, issue number 5, Shadecraft, issue number 3, and Philadelphia, issue number 13. So next up, let's talk about Boom Studios, and this first issue is going to be the biggest one of the week, I guarantee it. It's Something is Killing the Children, issue number 16. It is back. We've got a brand new story arc. We've got the origin of Erica Slaughter. This is the perfect jumping on point for fans who want to get into this series, and it also has 48 different covers. Move over to Dynamite. We've got a new king here, and this is cover A, the main cover for it. We also got a cover B, Frizzen variant. This is the 1 per store variant. And honestly, there are, like I said, 48 different covers, but I really don't think all of them are all that nice. I think most of them are just more okay. But I really am seriously looking forward to reading this series. I love it so much. I recommend it to everybody. I highly suggest checking out this one. So next up on my list, we've got Firefly, issue number 29. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a cover B, Walta variant. Moving on, we've got a 1 in 10 Bengal incentive variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Walta incentive variant. Moving on, the next one on my list is Dune, House of Atreides, issue number 7. This is cover A, the main. We also have a cover B, Sharf variant. Moving on, we've got a 1 in 25 Kaggle incentive variant, and now finally a 1 in 50 Sharf incentive variant. Next up on my list, and this is the series finale if you are reading this one, but we've got Abbott 1973, issue number 5. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a cover B, Allen variant, a 1 in 25 Lotte incentive variant, and now finally a cover D variant. The final one coming out from Boom Studios this week is Spectre and Spectres, issue number 4. This is cover A, the main cover. We have a cover B, Henderson variant, and now finally a 1 in 10 McCurdy incentive variant. Those are the only issues coming out from Boom Studios this week. I'm definitely going to be getting Something is Killing the Children, issue number 16. I've been waiting for this one to come out for so long now. I really do just love that series so much. But moving on, let's talk about Dark Horse, IDW, and Dynamite. So to get started off on Dark Horse this week, they've got 3 different issues coming out. The first one is Lady Baltimore, issue number 3, and this is cover A, the main cover for it. Moving on, we've got The Witcher, Witch's Lament, issue number 1. This is a brand new miniseries coming out, and this is cover A, the main cover. We also have a cover B, Finstark variant, a cover C, Coital variant, and now finally a Dark Horse Direct variant. The final one that Dark Horse is coming out with this week is Dragon Age, Dark Fortress, issue number 3, and this one only has a cover A. Those are the only 3 issues coming out from Dark Horse, so moving on to IDW, this first one is going to be huge. I love the first 2 issues so much, but we've got TMNT's The Last Ronin, issue number 3, and this one has 15 different covers, and honestly, they are all awesome. This is cover A, the main cover. This is the David Sanchez variant, and now finally a Miko Suyon variant, and Miko Suyon's artwork is incredible to me. I love all the stuff he comes out with. Moving on, we've got a brand new miniseries. It's Star Wars Adventures, Weapon of a Jedi, issue number 1, and this is cover A, the main cover. Moving on, we've got Marvel Action, Captain Marvel, issue number 3, and this is a brand new story arc for you readers. This is cover A, the main. Now we also have a 1 in 10 incentive variant. Next up on my list, we've got My Little Pony, Transformers, The Magic of Cybertron, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover. Now, these 2 aren't available yet, but we have a cover B, Bethany McGuire Smith variant, and a 1 in 10 incentive variant. The final one coming out from IDW this week is Marvel Action Classics, Spider-Man 2 in 1, issue number 3, and it only has a cover A. And those are the only issues coming out from IDW this week. I'm definitely going to be getting TMNT's The Last Ronin, issue number 3. I've been looking forward to this one, but moving on, let's talk about Dynamite. They've got 2 different issues coming out. The first one is Red Sonja, issue number 27. This one has 19 different covers, so this is cover A, the main cover, and if you are new to these videos, usually when I talk about Dynamite, these books have a ton of different covers, so I only go over cover A. Make sure you check with your LCS to see which ones they're going to be getting. The final one they're coming out with is the Game of Thrones, Clash of Kings, issue number 13. This is cover A, the main cover. This is the cover B variant. Moving on, we've got a 1 in 10 incentive variant, a 1 in 20 incentive variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 incentive variant. But those are the only two issues, so next up, let's talk about DC Comics. So as always, I have to say thank you so much for all the DC recommendations. You guys already know I'm not the biggest DC reader, so whenever you guys got a recommendation, let me know and I'll do what I can about checking it out. But first up today, we've got Detective Comics issue 1036, and this one does have a backup story of the Huntress and the Hunted. This is cover A, the main cover for it. We also have a cover B, cardstock variant. Moving on, we've got Action Comics issue 1031. This one also has a backup story, and it's featuring the Midnighter. Same thing, it's got a cover A, this is the main, and followed up with that, a cardstock variant. The next one I'm going to be going over is Strange Adventures issue number 10, and I feel like this series has been out forever now, and it's pretty close to wrapping up though. This is cover A, the main cover, and followed up with that, we've got a cover B variant. Moving on, the next one on my list is Batman Superman, issue number 18, and I believe I read the first 7 issues. I did really like it, but I ended up dropping it from my list. I have heard it's still very good, though. But this is cover A, the main cover, and moving on, we've got a cover B, cardstock variant. The next one on my list, I'm definitely going to be getting. I'm really looking forward to this one, but we've got Robin, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover, and now I love this one so much. I'm definitely going to try to grab this one, but we've got a cover B, cardstock variant. The next one I'm going to be going over is Teen Titans Academy, issue number 3, and it says this one is continued from Suicide Squad, issue number 3, so I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be continuing on with this series. I'm not reading Suicide Squad, so I feel like I need to read both of them to really get a full understanding of what's happening in the story. But this is cover A, the main cover, and now we do have a cover B, cardstock variant. Moving on, we've got Harley Quinn, issue number 3, and this is cover A, the main. We also have a cover B, cardstock variant, and now finally a Greg Horn variant A and B set. The next one I'm going to be going over today is Batman Black and White, issue number 6. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a Jason Fabok variant, and now finally a Yasmin Putri variant. Moving on, we've got the Other History of the DC Universe, issue number 4. This is cover A, the main cover, and followed up with that, we've got a cover B variant. Next on my list, we've got a brand new mini-series coming out. It's Mr. Miracle, The Source of Freedom, issue number 1. This is cover A, the main, and followed up with that, just like all the other ones, we've got a cover B, cardstock variant. Next up on my list, we have a one-shot coming out. It's Stargirl, Spring Break Special, issue number 1. This is cover A, the main, and followed up with that, we've got a cover B, cardstock variant. And just like Stargirl, we've got another one-shot coming out. It's Milestone Returns Infinite Edition, issue number 0. This is cover A, the main. This one's not available yet, but we do have a John Romita cardstock variant. And now finally, we have a blank cardstock variant as well. The final one coming out from DC this week is Ruby Justice League, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover, and followed up with that, we've got a cover B, cardstock variant. Those are all the issues coming out from DC this week. I'm definitely going to be getting Robin issue number 2. That's one that you guys recommended to me, and I'm so happy you guys did because it's really that good. So if you were on the fence with it, definitely check it out. But next up, let's finish this video up with Marvel Comics. Alright, so as always, Marvel is having a huge week coming up. To kick this list off, we've got X-Men issue number 20. This is cover A, the main cover for it. Moving on, we've got a Del Mundo variant, and now finally an In-Hook Lee variant A and B set. Next up on my list, I'm not reading this series, but I love all of these covers so much. We've got the New Mutants issue number 18, and this is cover A, the main cover for it. Next up on my list, we've got Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 26, and the Clone Saga continues with this one. This is cover A, the main cover. I'm sure this one's not coming out, but we've got a Delulus Predator variant. Moving on, we've got a Rose Besh variant A and B, and there's also a C and D set for this, so be on the lookout for it. Moving on, we've got a Scan variant A and B set, and I bought this one. I love those covers so much. And now finally, a 1 in 25 incentive variant. Next up on my list, we've got Star Wars Darth Vader issue number 12, and this is a War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a Sprouse Empire Strikes Back variant. And now finally, a Cooter Crimson variant. Moving on, we've got Alien issue number 3, and I'm loving this series so far. Marvel's definitely doing a great job with it. This is cover A, the main. We also have an Adam Kubert variant, a Lucio Perillo variant A and B set, and now finally a 1 in 25 tan incentive variant. Moving on, I'm not sure if I'm going to be picking this one up yet. It's definitely going to be a bigger week, but I did really like issue 2. We've got Beta Ray Bill, issue number 3. This is cover A, the main cover for it, and now we have a 1 in 25 Del Mundo incentive variant. Next up on my list, and this is the series finale if you're reading this one, so you definitely don't want to miss out on this issue, but we've got Black Panther, issue number 25. This one has 13 different covers, including the main cover A. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a Gleason Stormbreakers variant A and B set, and I love that that cover so much. And now finally, a Silva Stormbreakers variant. There's some other really cool ones as well, but those are just a couple of the ones I really like the most. Moving on, I'm really looking forward to this one. I didn't realize I could like this series so much, but we've got Black Widow, issue number 7, and this is a brand new story arc, so be on the lookout for it. They have been killing it. Kelly Thompson's doing such a great job with this series. This is cover A, the main cover. Moving on, we've got an Adolfo Predator variant. I'm sure this one won't be coming out. And now finally, a Zetro Incentive variant. Moving on, next one on my list is Star Wars Dr. Aphra, issue number 10, and this is another Bounty Hunters tie-in. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a Sway Crimson variant, and now finally, a 1 in 25 Height Incentive variant. Next one on my list, we've got Heroes Reborn, issue number 4, and this one does have a backup story. This is cover A, the main cover. We also got a Bagley trading card variant, a Christopher action figure variant, a Canaro Stormbreakers variant, a Medina Squadron Supreme Incentive variant, and now finally, a 1 in 50 Varege Incentive variant. Next one on my list, we've got the Marvels, issue number 2. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have an Alan Qua variant A and B set. I think that one's very cool. And now finally, a 1 in 25 incentive variant. Moving on, next one on my list, we have Maestro War and Pax, issue number 5, and this is the series finale. I've heard it's been so good so far. This is cover A, the main cover for it. Now we also have a Kasara variant. Moving on, we've got Heroes Reborn, Magneto and the Mutant Force, issue number 1. This is a tie-in to the main series. This is cover A, the main. We have a Ryan Benjamin variant, and now finally a Chang spoiler variant. Next up, we've got another Heroes Reborn tie-in. It's Heroes Reborn, Young Squadron, issue number 1. This is cover A, the main cover. Now we also have an Okazaki variant. Moving on, we've got a third Heroes Reborn tie-in coming out. Yes, you heard that correctly. We've got Heroes Reborn, Siege Society, issue number 1. So we've got the main issue number 4 coming out and 3 tie-ins for Heroes Reborn. So for all of you that were asking in my last video, I can't believe you gave up on Heroes Reborn issue number 3. This is why. I did a little bit of foreshadowing. I looked it up and there's just too much stuff coming out for it, just not for me. But this is cover A, the main cover. Now we also have a Fiera variant. The final one coming out from Marvel this week is Reptile, issue number 1, and this is a new series. This is cover A, the main cover. We also have a Del Mundo variant, and now finally a 1 in 25 Sousa incentive variant. Those are all the issues coming out from Marvel this week. They're having a very big week for themselves. I'm only going to be getting Miles Morales, issue number 26, Alien, issue number 3, and Black Widow, issue number 7. So now let's do a recap. So what do you guys think of this week's new Comic Book Day books? I told you it's going to be a huge week of new comics. There are going to be so many awesome indie titles coming out. I'm really looking forward to this week's books. Let me know down low in the comment section which ones you're looking forward to most and which ones you think I should be picking up. So thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my upcoming content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified every time I drop new content. You won't regret it. And I've got 2 more videos sitting off to the side here with more of my comic book content. Click on one of those and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.